Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Young and the Restless spoilers. Nate's new brother shocker. Amy Lewis returns to reveal unknown Hastings child. Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers hint that fans are scratching their heads over the return of Amy Lewis, and the fact that the show has recast Valerie Pettiford. While a new face on the canvas is sure to be exciting, most of the characters Lewis interacted with in the 80s are no longer on the show. I&R is being hush-hush about the details surrounding Amy Lewis' return, so viewers can only speculate that there must be something major bringing her back to the land of Geno City. I&R spoilers remind fans that Amy once had a romance with Nate Hastings Sr., Nathan Purdy, Nate Hastings' seen Dominic father. In fact, she taught him to read and write, and the two had a beautiful love story back in the day. She ultimately left town in 1988, and Nathan would move on to Olivia Winters, Tanya Lee Williams. The two fell in love, and Nate Jr. came along in 1992. Nate grew up as an only child, but has remained super close with cousins Divin Hamilton Winters, Brighton James, and Lily Winters. Crystal Kahlo, however, is his extended family about to grow. Back in the summer, Soap Hub covered a Y&R casting call where the soap was apparently looking for a handsome, tall, black male in his mid-40s for a possible contract role. No official new character has been announced yet. Could Amy Lewis return to GC to inform Nate that he has a brother? Whether it's because of her conscience or because she's found out she is dying and doesn't want her son alone in this world, it is entirely possible Amy had Nate Hastings Sr.'s child but didn't tell him about it. Amy is set to return to the little town in late October, so will she reveal a shocking secret when she arrives? Will the two brothers bond instantly or clash? Could her possible son be a love interest for Lily? Only time will tell. In the heart of Geno City, secrets always have a way of surfacing, and this time the Hastings family is about to find themselves at the center of a revelation that could change everything. As the bustling life of the town carries on, new deals, old rivalries, and unexpected alliances, one woman's return threatens to rewrite the family history of the Hastings clan. It all begins when Nate Hastings, freshly established in his role at Chancellor Winters, receives an unexpected call. The voice on the other end is smooth yet uncertain, tinged with nostalgia and something else he can't quite place. It's Amy Lewis, an old friend from his childhood, one who had shared countless memories with him and his late father. They used to play on the sprawling grounds of the Hastings estate, dreaming of the future while racing through the fields. But the past also holds darker secrets, secrets that Nate thought were buried for good. As Amy steps back into town, she carries with her a heavy burden. There's an urgency in her demeanor, a palpable tension that makes it clear she's not just here for a nostalgic reunion. The moment Nate sees her, the years fall away, and he's transported back to a time when their friendship meant everything. But this isn't a simple visit. Amy has news that could shake the very foundation of Nate's identity. At Crimson Lights, they sit down over steaming cups of coffee, the familiar ambience tinged with the unexpected weight of Amy's presence. "Nate," she starts, her voice low and serious, "there's something you need to know about your family." He looks at her, puzzled, and as she hesitates, he senses the gravity of what's coming. "It's about your father and a child he never spoke of." Nate's heart races. The Hastings legacy has always been shrouded in mystery, particularly surrounding his father's past. "What do you mean?" he asks, his tone cautious yet laced with curiosity. The cafe buzzes around them, but in that moment it feels like they are the only two people in the world. Amy leans closer, lowering her voice. "When we were kids, your dad was involved with a woman, someone who ended up having a child. I didn't know until years later that that child is your brother." Nate's mind reels. A brother? The very notion sends shockwaves through him. The Hastings name has always been a badge of honor. But what if there was another Hastings out there, one who was denied the chance to carry that name? Where is he? Who is he? Nate presses, desperation creeping into his voice. "His name is Jordan. He's been living in Chicago, trying to figure things out. I reached out to him and he wants to meet you." Amy reveals, her eyes filled with compassion. "I thought you deserved to know the truth, especially after everything you've gone through with your family." As Nate processes the information, flashes of his childhood flicker through his mind, hints of conversations overheard, a flicker of a forgotten photograph, alluding to something larger that he couldn't quite grasp as a boy. His father was always protective, careful about what he shared, but was it to shield him or to hide the truth? The revelation spins him into a whirlpool of emotions: anger, confusion, but also a strange sense of relief. The Hastings family has long been defined by its struggles, betrayals, and victories, but what if there was a new beginning just waiting to be unearthed? Nate can't shake the thought that this new brother might not just be a stranger. He might be the missing piece of a puzzle he didn't even know existed. Meanwhile, Amy has more to say. Jordan needs your support. He's been dealing with a lot, and coming back to Geno City might be the push he needs to confront the past. The weight of her words sinks in, and Nate realizes that this is not just about him, it's about family and healing old wounds. After their coffee, Nate's resolve strengthens. He reaches out to Jordan, and the two quickly set a time to meet. Anticipation and anxiety swirl within him. He can't help but wonder what Jordan will be like. Would they bond over shared memories, or would the years apart create an unbridgeable chasm? When the day arrives, Nate finds himself pacing outside society, that upscale restaurant where they've agreed to meet. The elegance of the establishment contrasts sharply with the chaos swirling inside him. Would this man understand the weight of the Hastings name? Could they forge a bond after so many years apart? Finally, Jordan walks in, and Nate's breath catches. The man bears a striking resemblance to his father, yet there's an unfamiliarity in his demeanor. As they lock eyes, an unspoken understanding passes between them. Both men stand at the precipice of a shared history, one marked by absence and longing. "Nate," Jordan greets, his voice deep and steady, yet tinged with uncertainty. "I didn't know what to expect." "Neither did I," Nate admits, gesturing for them to sit. "But I'm glad you're here." As they begin to talk, Nate learns that Jordan has struggled with his identity, grappling with the legacy of a father he never knew. He's spent years trying to piece together who he is, and now, sitting across from Nate, it feels like he's finally found a part of himself that had been missing. Their conversation flows, revealing shared passions, dreams, and even a few fears. As they delve deeper, Nate realizes that this unexpected reunion is more than just a chance to connect. It's an opportunity to redefine what family means to both of them. In the weeks that follow, the Hastings family begins to stir as Nate integrates Jordan into his life. The revelation sends ripples through Geno City, where gossip is the lifeblood of the community. Some welcome Jordan with open arms, thrilled to see a new Hastings brother. Others view him with skepticism, fearing the implications of his presence. But Nate remains resolute, determined to bridge the gap between their pasts. With Amy's support, he seeks to ensure that Jordan doesn't just become another name in the Hastings family history, but a true brother, one who belongs and is accepted. The story of the Hastings legacy is expanding, weaving new threads into a tapestry that was once tattered and worn. As the days unfold, Nate and Jordan forge a bond built on understanding and shared experiences, each day taking them closer to a future that feels more hopeful. The journey ahead may be fraught with challenges and opposition from those who prefer the old ways, but together, they are ready to face whatever Geno City throws at them. With Amy's reintroduction and the revelation of Jordan, the Hastings family is entering a new chapter. A brotherhood forged in the fires of history, woven with the promise of healing and renewal, echoes throughout the vibrant town. And as the sun sets over Geno City, the Hastings name is not just a mark of legacy. It's now a testament to the power of family, connection, and the unbreakable bonds that tie them all together.